This is the most complicated thing I've ever done, but I used a pattern. Sweet Canyon is a track from Mario Kart 8, full of candy, cake, taffy, soda, gingerbread, you name it. But how much is it worth? I've done it. It may be an estimation, but I've got it. The pattern I used was find the volume of the object, then find the volume of the regular version of that object, then find the price of the regular version, then calculate the price of the main object. And if there were many of these objects, I got the combined answer. I'm starting with a portion of the track made entirely of a bendy strip of taffy. Well, 2 bending strips of taffy to be exact. It's a rectangular prism, so the volume is length times width times height. Measuring using Mario's official height, 5 feet, the taffy tracks are each 96.97 meters long, or 320 feet, and measuring across and up, its total volume is 779.14 cubic meters. Measuring a normal saltwater taffy, its volume is 0.0000126441 cubic meters. Dividing the two numbers, we see that one long taffy strip in Sweet Canyon is composed of 61,635,946.52 taffies. Crammed together, one taffy is approximately 5 cents, so one long Sweet Canyon taffy strip is $3,081,797.33. This makes the price of both taffy tracks $6,163,594.60. I used this pattern for all the candy I could find, so moving on to the next one, donuts. The average donut's volume is 155.98 cubic meters, and an ordinary donut volume is 0.00081083193 cubic meters. Dividing them and multiplying by the average cost of a donut, $1, and then multiplying by the number of donuts, we see that the price of all Sweet Canyon donuts are $2,885,554.80. Now the ice cream. The average volume of Sweet Canyon ice cream is 98.1 cubic meters. A normal ice cream cone is 0.0001675 cubic meters, and $4. Calculating using that, and the number of ice cream cones, the price of all the Sweet Canyon ice cream is $2,341,987.47. Now, the windmill wafers. SSC volume is 4.38 cubic meters, real volume is 0.0000375 cubic meters, price of a wafer is 8 cents, price of all SSC windmill wafers are $1,121,280. Using still the same pattern, other than different volume formulas for each shape, I continued. The several scattered lollipops have a grand total price of $876,114.67. The hot air balloon gumballs have a grand total price of $5,117.84. The little scattered hard candies have a grand total price of $47. Wow, that is measly. The cookies are, in total, $24,699.76. The multiple jello blobs are, in total, $1,500. The gingerbread houses are $25,000. Icing is $200. Mini ice cream gummy cones are $54,900. Lots of these are calculations, but also fair estimations, but the answer will always be big. Now here is where it got tricky. Remaining, we have the sponge cake track, the huge cake after the cannon, the soda pop C, and all of the accessories on the track that aren't candy. I started with the soda. There is several hundred feet of it in every direction. So figuring out what I could see, and still using Mario's height, I found that the lake has a volume of 28.5 million cubic meters of soda. Then I estimated the volume to deduct from all visible land, and using the deducted material, which is the volume of the sponge cake track, and the original volume minus the deduction, I now had two prices. The soda pop lake was $15 billion, and all visible spongy land was $35 billion. After all, this makes sense, as cake is far more expensive than pop. Now the huge cake disconnected from the sponge area. Using pixel measurements and Mario's height, I found the volume of each individual cake layer, and then added them together. Using the price of cake, I discovered that this massive cake is $4.6 billion. Finally, all the accessories, the bleachers, presents, racing sign, cake standees, hard arrow signs, soda bottles, giant peach crown, ribbons, fake flowers, railings, and finally the gummies, which I considered as extras. The combined price of all accessories is $2,775. And now, our grand total price of all the sweet treats in Sweet Canyon is $54.8 billion. That it is a lot. This computerized voice holds no emotion, but I assure you I am jumping for joy. Although, it seems as though there is more. What about paying whoever built it? Well, that was likely the Toads, who are brainwashed to serve Peach, who owns the track? So, no money there. I don't think inflation is an issue, as it was made in 2014, so it would have only gained about $1.5 billion. Just to recap, the gummy cones are $54,900. The taffy track is all donuts are $2.9 million. The main track is about $35.2 billion. The soda Popsy is $15 billion. All icing is $200. The hard candies are $47. The ice cream is $2.3 million. The waivers are $1.1 million. The lollipops are $880,000. The massive cake is $4.6 billion. The gumball balloons are $5.1 thousand. The cookies are $24.7 thousand. The Jell-O is Then finally, the gingerbread houses are $25,000. So there's your answer. It's $55.5 billion for this track in Mario Kart 8.